Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. And today I want to talk to you guys about J.J. Abrams. J.J. Abrams, who in a recent interview with Collider confirmed what we have all known for years, that Lucasfilm and Disney went into the Star Wars sequel trilogy without a plan. They did not have a plan. They made things up as they went along, and J.J. Abrams just basically confirmed it in this recent interview. Now, a lot of us have known this for years. To a lot of us, this isn't news. We have known this since all the way back in 2017 when The Last Jedi came out. When The Last Jedi came out and people saw what happened and how it felt like such a narrative disconnect from The Force Awakens, people came to the conclusion that these people had no plan and they were just making it up as they went along. Now, the usual Lucasfilm and Disney defenders came out and started attacking us, saying that we were just a bunch of we were just a bunch of phobes, we had no idea what we were talking about. But then in 2019, when The Rise of Skywalker came out, those same people saw The Rise of Skywalker and they also came to that conclusion. They came out of the theaters thinking these people did not have a plan. And it wasn't just people, it was all of the usual mainstream articles, these mainstream news websites who came out with their articles attacking people who criticized The Last Jedi, saying that they were just a bunch of they were just a bunch of phobes. You guys have no idea what you're talking about. They came out with their own articles saying, yeah, these Lucasfilm, Disney, they didn't have a plan. They were criticizing Disney because that's what was popular at the time. Because at the time, when The Rise of Skywalker came out, because all of the usual Disney defenders also started criticizing Disney, they thought, okay, maybe now it's safe to do so. Not because this is what they actually believe in, but because it was safe. And did any of them bother to apologize? Did any of them bother to write an article retracting what they said in the past 2 years from The Last Jedi and The Rise of Skywalker? No. They didn't apologize in any way. They just pretended it never happened. And then even after The Rise of Skywalker, multiple people working behind the scenes came out and basically confirmed what we have all known. First, it was Ian McDermott, who was, if I remember correctly, did an interview where he talked about playing Palpatine again, and he talked about how J.J. Abrams phoned him up and asked him if he wanted to play Palpatine, and he, of course, said yes and went on to play Palpatine in The Rise of Skywalker. Now, if that's the case, people said, see, there you go. If Palpatine was always planned to be in Episode 9, wouldn't Ian McDermott have known about it? Except he just said he didn't know about it until J.J. Abrams called him. And then later on, it was with Daisy Ridley when she did that interview, if I remember correctly, with Josh Gad, where she said that during the filming of The Rise of Skywalker, J.J. Abrams walked up to her and said, it was always planned for your character to have a connection with Palpatine, and then it was changed to maybe Kenobi, and then it was changed back to Palpatine, and then it was changed again and again, all the way throughout the filming of The Rise of Skywalker, which again confirms what we have said. And then now cut to J.J. Abrams, where he basically says it again. He says what we have all been saying for years. These people had no plan. So let's just go ahead and let me play you the actual clip. Let me just go back for a sec. And yeah, here it is. Let me just put my headphones on. And I'm only going to play a small snippet of it. Just what I feel like is important.
What I've learned as a lesson a few times now, and it's something that especially in this pandemic year, working with writers, the lesson is that you have to plan things the best you can, and you always need to be able to respond to the unexpected.
Okay, so that was basically it. That's all I wanted to show you guys, where J.J. Abrams just confirms that he only just in the last year learned you have to plan things as best you can. Again, confirming that going into the sequel trilogy, they had no plan. And remember, this is the guy that Warner Brothers gave $500 million to for their DC movies, for him to be in charge of their DC movies. $500 million to a guy who only last year discovered the concept of you have to plan things out. You have to have a proper conclusion planned ahead of time so that as you are writing the story, you can set things up to lead to that conclusion that you had before going into it. Only just in the last year, this guy discovered this concept. This is something that I learned when I was in high school. I learned this when I was in high school. This guy, how old is this guy now? How many franchises has he worked on up until this point? He's only just now discovering this concept? Again, $500 million. Warner Brothers, I have said this before and I will continue to say this until they get their act together. Warner Brothers is run by morons. And whatever happens to their DC movies in the future, they deserve every bit of it. This guy has no idea what he's doing. This guy is the most overrated person in all of Hollywood at the moment. I don't know what else to say. I feel like I've said everything I wanted to. I want to hear from you guys as always in the comment section down below. And if you like this video, remember to click on the like button and share this video, and also subscribe if you haven't. And I want to give a big thank you to everyone who did subscribe. I highly appreciate your support. Please remember to click on the bell icon to let you know whenever I post a new video or whenever I go live. Thank you so much again. Remember to stay safe and take care of yourselves, and please join me for the next video. Bye for now.